Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday encounter in a typical life of an Aspie. As you're fully aware, as you're following my journal blogs, that I'm addressing certain topics that I feel to address right now, basically, even though they're not in my books, basically to give you an opening and awareness and understanding, knowledge and know-how, hopefully when you come across as an Aspie or just someone that may not have been clinically diagnosed as an Aspie and maybe showing some traits of an autistic, and to bear in mind how to handle with care with them. Every Aspie, as I said, is different in their ages and stages in life, be it whatever they have been diagnosed beforehand, you know, even though some of them has been misdiagnosed and whatnot. And all further ado, I want to address to you all a topic called autism and AS is a neurological condition, not a personality. This will address basically, however, that many people assume that it's a personality trait of AS and whatnot. I feel in my day and age that it's not. I feel that basically in this day and age that, however it may be, that we need to be addressed on certain kinds and times of awareness that, you know, we need to remove that stereotypical thinking that, you know, all people are the same with AS. No, they're not. They function differently and they do things differently in a way that many people may not understand to their jurisdiction, even though many people that to this day wants to fit into a label or criteria and how we should blend in and whatnot. So in all further ado, basically, I'll start. As that we know that many people do tend to make the mistake of the personality behavior trait or whatnot due to the lack of understanding and awareness, basically research and knowledge based on this day and age that AS and autism is a neurological condition. Many medical experts as well as the government think that the people on the spectrum being diagnosed is based on the traits as well as our personality, however, as it will present and appear on itself in a particular and odd way sometimes. This isn't how it works and not 100% true, however, folks, that basically how it works is people on the spectrum are two different species, male and female, okay? This is running straight. They've got the X chromosome versus the Y chromosome, you know? So after so much research on my own, though, however, I shall definitely say, though, however, basically, and conclude that females are likely to get diagnosed or misdiagnosed through AS, autism, and all these other spectrum disorders that I have been describing so many times before. And many of these diagnoses are hidden or masked to the point that it shows to a later date. Sometimes, however, when it does, that there needs to be more testing and research, however, in doing so from the medical experts on how to address this issue about AS and autism, basically, and how they're going to handle this and treat this, basically, even though sometimes, as I've learned, AS doesn't have a cure. It's a part of us. It will remain with us for the rest of our life, basically. It's like part of our DNA blueprint, you know, be it whatever it may be. You may have some other jurisdictions of conditions and whatever it may be it, you know, depression, be it bipolar, be it schizo, you know, the works. In my heart, there's actually no cure or disease on this element. Pretty much that it will affect us to a degree how we function, do in our everyday lives. When it comes to us females on the spectrum that are present, this is presented subtly, however, they'll tend to mask their difficulties and struggles to a degree which they feel may be the norm and other people may not, even though we may be smile-go-lucky kind of girls that basically want to go about our day and stuff and be it hip, you know, and then to the day that everybody else tends to think that, you know, we're just crazy and cynical. Yet this doesn't always work for us, however, to be in mind that what we're doing, we're trying to hide up or mask up the fact that of this AS. No way, Jose. There's starting to be now more studies and research for females that are on the spectrum. People on the spectrum are usually more motivated and dedicated to whatever they can do at that given moment of time, be it, you know, to achieve to their very best ability and capability of what they can be in their lives. Everybody has a different characteristics and personalities. For example, they can be rebellious, they can be loyal, they can be hateful, they could be swearing a lot every minute and every sentence, like a swearing captain, whatever they want to call it, you know, stubborn, etc. Some of these will influence us onto how basically we were brought up on our upbringing, basically what we've been taught and learned in our jurisdiction, what has been instilled in us, basically in the values and morals concept. as well as our personal views and opinions will take effect too on certain matters in life. Autistic people will relate and have a lot in common with their own peers, however, as well as others on the spectrum. Basically, all ventures, as we tend to be progressive and forward thinkers, open-minded to new opportunities or ventures, we see things differently in a concept pretty much that may not fit or understand to a normal NT mind or by others around us. We all need to have a look at the core traits of autism from the high functioning traits that has a good grasp of knowledge and understanding. Questions can be asked though to ourselves are like, does someone have a difficulty in adapting to changes? Number one. Two is, does someone have trouble interpreting nuisance or body language cues, in one way or another? Three, does the person have sensory issues? Four, gotta remember though, before I start, number four, people on the spectrum, however, may not be aware of it at the time yet. This can cause root problems such as obsessive compulsive behaviours, disorders, sort of thing, when it does come to that sensory issue. Which leads to number four of the question, does the person seem to zone out or look like they're super focused on just one task that they're doing? 5, does the person have developed some character obsessions? Like I said before, some can be, goth and rockstar, and love animals, love cartoons, animes, and some autistics tend to use drama as an outlet to get to know people, how people will work so that they can build up some characteristics in their life. Basically, like I said in my video when it came to my shape shifting, whatever environment I'm in, be it in a social party, I lay out a scene. I'll then watch and observe other people's behaviours beside me or behind me, in front of me, or at a distance, depending on, how close I want to social engage with that particular people. Then in my mindset, I'll start to build up on some characters to role play in that scene, where, be it example, if I'm in a social gathering of a party, do I want to, be hip, cool and like them, or do I want to, it's just to readjust to, will this fit to this situation or not, so to speak. There has been misdiagnosis with people who are autistic, however, as I said. People who are outgoing will get diagnosed at times with ADD, ADHD. To me, with all this in mind, it's just ridiculous, and that causes other problems later on and get diagnosed at a later stage or age and once in our lifetime. We just need to, again, I say, look at the core traits to autism. We can start to identify it in a way that is different, basically, to many different personalities, because as I said, everyone is different. Then people can get help, as well as people having the right attitudes, people have an understanding of not developing any traumas in their own lives, be it if some of us, when we get stuff clinically diagnosed by medical experts, sometimes, like I said, it will lead down to the path of all these other diagnoses of schizophrenia, depression and all the like for us females. Basically, some of us, for example, if it's up to us, some of us may feel down and out with the depression and may self-harm ourselves and, just do really bad things like any normal NT may do when it gets too overwhelming maybe for them. This is to me really important, and I'm not sure if you will agree to some of those points I'm sharing with you all. However, today, what I've just said and shared with you is we know that many kids are falling through the cracks. However, adults being hurt or traumatized in one way or another, struggling with education and or employment alongside with other health issues that are dealing with at the moment. What I want to address to you all before I conclude this video is that autism should be how we act, is used as a neurological challenge, shall I say, and a neurological difference to how we act, speak and think differently towards you guys, the normal NTs out there. Again, remember, it's a neurological condition, not a personality, so remove that stereotypical thinking as I'm addressing this. The social awkwardness that some autistics show can come out wrong to some people. Yes, how we read and interpret body language and cues from a different angle and perspective. Some famous people, however, are now falling in the cracks of being on the spectrum of autism and all the like. We should prevent the suffering that others are going off on the radar. So more research is needed, as I would like to address, as well as research based on testing, sort of thing, be it cognitive testing, be it behaviour testing, or just speech therapy, or whatever it may be. this wraps up the topic on basically the AS and autism is a neurological condition, not a personality. Like, comment, follow me on Facebook on AspieAnswersAll or on here basically. Sub to my channel for hopefully weekly updates, which I'm hoping to update at least 2 videos a week basically. But even though I'm pushing for time for the newer ones to hopefully get up there. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for your support, and I'll see you all soon.